Unless you really watched the Quest 3 game stores, you might have missed a game that just came out. Townsmen VR has launched to pretty high ratings so far. That said, this is not a free game, so don't get that mixed up. This is a $30 game. This surprise launched just a few days ago on the Quest store, and this is from the same developers that made Townsmen back in 2012, a game that is popular, not VR, and is available on PC, Switch, and other places too. This is a godlike game with a campaign mode where you are controlling little villagers, building up buildings, and actually spanning this over 13 different islands. It's got a fully narrated campaign, and so far, even though it's been out for a few days, 32 ratings puts this at about a 4.8 star rating, even at $30. People saying they're so glad this came to standalone VR. People saying they'd love to see a mixed reality mode, saying it's fun for hours, and it feels like a classic already. But some people bring up they love the original versions or the early PCVR versions, and they feel like it hasn't added enough more content. But for the most part, when you go searching, the people who have written the reviews are only the 5-star ones, with just a few in the 1-star range. My question to you out there, have you played the old Townsmen games? Have you played this one in comparison? This one totally snuck past me, honestly, and now that I found it, I'm getting it with all of my New Year Oculus credit from the referral program, because I love games like this, although it doesn't look like this is a game that specializes much in like combat or has any multiplayer yet. I'm still waiting for like a proper Age of Empires VR game myself. We had a couple giveaways end this week, and we've got to pick out some winners and give them out in today's video. We had the Racket Club VR giveaway, which is multiple copies of the game and one of their actual merch boxes for the game. And then our Quest 3 giveaway ended, although we have started a new one. If you haven't entered or if you miss out on this one, I will leave a link down below. Let's start off with the Racket Club winners, get those picked, and then we'll save the Quest 3 one for after that. All right, so Racket Club, we got to draw winners. So this winner right now is just a single code from Resolution Games for Racket Club. First winner, Maria Teresa Ferreira, congratulations. You are the winner of a code for the game Racket Club from Resolution Games. We'll make sure and get that out to you. Let's pick our other winner, and then we'll pick a grand prize winner. The next person who is going to win a copy of Racket Club VR, the game, is Chris Noob, aka Taris. Congratulations, you've won a copy of the game. 2 people have won the game. This last person wins the game and the full merch box of all the goods. Let's do it. Congratulations, Kiki Arbed. You've won the game and the full merch box. I'll hit you all up through your contacts on Gleam. Congratulations, winners. Now we got to run over and do the Quest 3 giveaway winner. We've got 2,438 people who entered in this. That's a big one. Let's find out. Congratulations, Wes Faye, for winning your own Quest 3. I'll contact you through Gleam, make sure we can get that out to you as soon as possible. Thank you everybody who participated. Remember, there's already a new one. These keep happening because you all keep supporting us so big. We've had the biggest year because of all of you. So thank you once again. Let's talk some more gaming news. Another game that snuck its way out this week is Micro Machines Mini Challenge Mayhem. Kind of a wordy name. This is developed by the same studio that developed the game Battle Bows. Although this game reminds me suspiciously of a game we talked about, I think it's called Trackcraft. We talked about the demo on our free games list, and it was a game where you had little car tracks you could build in mixed reality, even on the Quest 2 with the black and white mixed reality, and have them driving in your own home. Well, this is a game that has you racing little micro cars around, building tracks and playing them through your house. Although this game, when you're in virtual reality, looks like it's using a camera that actually follows around the car, potentially nauseating, but it looks like it could be kind of cool. And then when you switch to mixed reality, it is fixed from your position as you're looking around the room. This game, also being out a short time, only has 23 ratings, giving it a much lower rating, 4.0001 stars, I would say that is, with mixed reviews, 56% 5-star and a 13% 1-star. Some people say they love it, it's a big hit, other people saying it's boring, but overall people seeming to enjoy it, and somehow all of the save 25% off reviews have been shoved to the very bottom and back of the reviews. So that's a topic for another video, but it looks like maybe Meta is figuring out a way to finally suppress those reviews to get people to stop putting them there just for their codes. Unproven game, at least. I don't think I'll be spending $15 of store credit on this one quite yet, but if you did, tell me what you think about it in the comments. If you've been following VR gaming for a while, you probably know the name Archiact, a studio that has done some great VR ports like Doom 3. Unfortunately, along with a whole slew of other tech companies, they are talking about layoffs. They don't give specifics, but they say that they are looking to help transition staff from a number of positions. They have a team of over 100 people, or at least they did before this will be happening, and they've been responsible for a lot. Games that we played and even streamed on the channel, including Doom 3, which we did on PSVR with the aim controller, which was really fun. Evasion, not quite as fun of a game. Freediver Triton Down, though, another one that I really loved swimming around in. It's tough to see this happening more and more in the tech tech industry, but it also happens a lot in the world of gaming when they need to hire a bunch of people to get a game out by a deadline, and by the time that's done, they can't keep all those people on. It does have me a bit worried about what games are coming out across the whole medium, because it seems like we had a bunch of great games come out this holiday season, and I'm not really sure what to look forward to for gaming at the moment now that they've all come out. Is there any game out there you're particularly excited for in the future? Stranger Things got pushed, although I got to try an early build of that, and I will say I'm not terribly excited for the final game if it feels anything like the early build did. VR Skater was a game that turned a lot of heads because it puts you on a skateboard but has you using your controllers instead of your feet. Well, now it's announced it's going to come out of early access and release fully on Steam this February, a game that has already actually been available on PSVR 2 since August. And so far in early access, it has a very positive review over on Steam with nearly 200 reviews and a 4.5 on the PlayStation Store. Technically a 4.38, but the star system makes it look like a 4.5. A game that hopefully now that we're seeing a full release, we'll see release on more other headsets too. If you've never heard of a game called Lo-Fi, it's probably because you haven't been in the VR scene for many years now, because this game has been talked about since some of the earliest days of VR. Lo-Fi is actually a spiritual successor to a game released in 2016 for PCVR headset Oculus Rift. In September 2019, the solo developer Blair Renault actually launched a successful Kickstarter campaign, which got like $80,000 to build this game, and people often compare it to basically the Cyberpunk of VR. Back in the day, people were extremely impressed with the game and its potential, although it was originally planned for 2020, pushed 2022, pushed PSVR 2023. It still isn't out yet. We're finally hearing more updates on it from the developer on Twitter, saying that it was basically slated for next-gen VR, meaning the best and newest PCVR headsets, and as the whole industry has pivoted away from PCVR, it has made it harder to figure out how to launch this game successfully, especially as they're not planning on making a dumbed-down Quest version of it. Blair goes on to say that the game won't release until it's good and done, but with this budget, it wouldn't be possible to make a Quest port of it. I know it's a game I've kept my eye on for a lot of years now, and I'm interested to see when it comes out, how will it hold up against an industry that has evolved a lot from those early days of VR. Hopefully a lot more good news coming with gaming in the near future, especially as I mentioned, we've had a lot of the big games come out we were waiting on. What are you looking forward to, or what are you excited out there? I'd love to know in the comments down below. This next week, you'll see uploads again are going to be a little bit lighter than you're used to here. We're going to be away at CES checking out the future of the tech side, sadly not the gaming side of VR, but we'll be bringing you back information about that. Thank you once again for being here with me, and I'll see you in another reality.